Rosie and the Secret of the Neon Key. Rosie, the hilarious orange cat with a knack for getting into mischief, was chasing a floating firefly when, thump, she tripped over something buried in the garden. "Oh, a rock," she said. But when she brushed off the dirt, it glowed. It wasn't a rock, it was a neon key. The moment Rosie touched it, the world around her shimmered. Suddenly, a doorway of swirling colors appeared in the air. Without hesitation, and maybe a little curiosity-fueled pouncing, she leaped inside. She landed in a world of floating islands, upside-down waterfalls, and glowing creatures. A tiny laughing lantern bounced toward her, speaking in riddles. Find the lost melody, and the door to the next world will open. Rosie, ever the jokester, played the melody by tapping her paws on glowing mushrooms, but they made fart noises. She howled with laughter until she noticed the pattern. It was the right tune. The sky cracked open, revealing a hidden staircase of stars. With every step Rosie took, the world around her shimmered with new surprises. First, the moon itself began to speak, its round, glowing face smiling as it whispered secrets in a soft, echoing voice. "Welcome, little traveler," it hummed. "You have much to discover." Rosie's eyes widened in awe. A talking moon? No way! She giggled, her tail flicking as she continued her journey. Then, up ahead, she spotted something incredible. A floating city made entirely of books. Towering stacks of hardcover and paperbacks swayed like buildings, their pages fluttering in a gentle breeze. Bridges made of open storybooks stretched across the sky, while tiny glowing letters floated like fireflies. A book with tiny glasses hovered toward Rosie, flipping its pages to reveal ancient maps and riddles. "You're getting closer," it whispered. But before she could ask closer to what, the ground beneath her shifted into a rainbow. The colors swirled and shimmered as they lifted Rosie into the sky. The rainbow itself began to dance, twirling and spinning, carrying her higher. Rosie laughed, paws outstretched. What is this place? She wondered. And more importantly, who left the neon key for me to find? Rosie finally reached it, the massive neon door. Its surface shimmered and shifted like a living painting, swirling with pink, blue, and violet light. The patterns twisted and flowed as if they could feel her presence. At the center, a glowing keyhole pulsed softly, waiting, as if it already knew she had arrived. "Whoa, this is it," Rosie whispered. With a deep breath, Rosie lifted the neon key. As soon as she inserted it, the world around her rippled like water. The air shimmered, colors melting and swirling together, wrapping her in a dreamlike glow. It was as if reality itself was changing, shifting into something new, something unknown. Standing on the other side of the door was another Rosie, but this one was different. Her fur was a soft, shimmering silver, and her golden eyes glowed with mystery. She smiled, tilting her head slightly as if she had been expecting this moment all along. "Wait, who are you?" Before Rosie could react, the neon key transformed, poof, into a tiny, glowing kitten. It landed right on Rosie's head, its little paws bouncing playfully in her fur. "Wait, what? You were a kitten this whole time?" Rosie could not believe the adventure she had just been on. A talking moon, a city of books, a dancing rainbow. Rosie's eyes fluttered open. She was back in her garden, the scent of flowers drifting through the air. Sunlight danced on the leaves, and for a moment, she thought it had all been just a dream. But then a tiny purr. "Meow?" Rosie gasped. "You're real?" A slow smile spread across Rosie's face. This wasn't just a dream. It was only the beginning.